I've had a slight rattling noise coming from this seatbelt adjuster for some time, and actually Tesla replaced the adjuster up in here, but the problem didn't go away. So time to take matters into my own hands. So to remove this, you first want to move the front seat all the way forward and lean it all the way forward. And then just kind of reach around to the side here and get your finger under the rubber, and then this will just kind of pop off. You kind of want to tilt it out because there's a little latch that grabs, and then away. And there are clips here and here. So just kind of work it around, and we'll just drop it out of the way. Now up here, you can see this has a little bit of play in it, but at least in my car, it still rattles at the bottom with this play, but it doesn't rattle if you move it up one notch. So that still has the same amount of play in it, so I don't think it's coming from that. I think it's something up in here. And you can move it by pushing down on that piece. So to take this off, this is a Torx 45. So you want one of these. Just set that down. And then for this one, it's a T50. Just kind of lifts up and out. So if I hold the Torx bolt still here and I kind of shake it around, I don't have any noise at all. So there doesn't seem to be anything loose about this. If I slide it all the way to the bottom, the only difference I can see between one notch up and the bottom is the very end here. It just touches there at the end. So that seems like a likely place to me for noise to happen. And actually, if I look up inside here, I can see where there's a little bit of wear on this bit of plastic that's coming from this bit of metal. So I think that'll be a good place to put some felt tape. So I'm going to use some of my typical 1mm felt tape here that I use to fight all of my rattles. And I just need a pretty small piece. So do something about like that. And then we'll begin. Pull the backing off. And just give it a little something less rattly to touch there. And so that looks like it's fully between any two pieces that are hard that might rattle. So I'll just go ahead and reinstall here. Slide that down. Get that back into place. Everything still seems to work right, and it has a, just a solid thud whenever it hits the bottom, rather than a click like it had before. So on this piece, we could come back behind it and in front here with some felt tape, and that would potentially, eliminate any rattles right there. So I think I will. I like to go ahead and do anything I can find while I have something open. Okay. So that should prevent any rattles from this side. Now I could also do the same on that side. Another good option for this piece would probably be like a rubber washer. If you could find one that's just slightly bigger than the head of that bolt, that would be pretty nice, so then you would not even see it. For this one, I'm just kind of cutting a thin slice. I'm just trying to wrap it around, and that seems to work okay. So now put this back up. Need that Torx 45. All right. It still has plenty of movement to it, so it's not binding on anything. All right, so to put it back on, you want to put this down at the bottom. And then we have clips here on the left side, on the right side, and also these push pieces. So I'm going to start towards the back over here. And move the rubber out of the way. Slide it up in there. Up here, you have a little piece. You want to watch that in the headliner. So those pieces snapped in. And then down here, snapping that in. And again, make sure that you aren't out in front of the rubber seal. So Just want to kind of run your finger up. Make sure everybody's back in. Push that in. Make sure it adjusts. And hopefully that'll be it. If that was not the solution, I won't be posting this video. So if you're watching it, that was obviously it. So I hope this helps. Check the video description for the tools and materials that I used, and thanks for watching.